Welcome to Hoops Disputes, hosted by Nigel Cooper Sr. and Jr. This is a show where we're bringing our daily basketball arguments to the internet. And today, we want to talk about the great season that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander had and where he stacks up now in the all-time rankings and what's our top 15 point guards in NBA history. Anything you want to say before we get started, Dad?
No, let's get this thing rolling.
All right, let's get to it. So Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder, they were the NBA champions, and Shea had a season, one of the greatest guard seasons of all time, up there with MJ, Kobe, Magic, all of them, right? So based off of this season, he's still young in his career. He's had to have jumped up in all-time rankings now because he's an MVP and Finals MVP in the same year. So you want to go first or me, or do you want to do like 15 each, 14 each? How you want to do it?
Well, let's just see. Okay, you
Let's
want?
just do our 15.
All right, are we gonna start from the bottom and go up, or we gonna
Yeah,
start
let's
from the
start
top?
from let's start from the bottom and go up.
All
And,
right.
and then also, before we get started, what was your criteria for ranking your top 15?
All right, my top 15, my criteria. Let's see here. I just looked at overall stuff like how many All NBAs you had, how many All Stars, how many MVPs, did you lead the league in assists in the years? Were you considered a top two or three point guard in your position during in your era, or any time in your era?
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
For me, my number one criteria was, were you or do I believe you could have been the best player on a championship team? That was my number one. And then number two was accolades and how much you accomplished. And then number three was like the tiebreaker is talent. So if I felt like, oh, they both led a team to a championship, or neither one of them led a team to a championship, and they were both considered top players at their position for multiple years. Okay, who do I just think was the better, more skilled player?
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the tiebreaker. So you go first. Who was your number 15?
At number 15, I have Kyrie Irving.
Oh wow, you got Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
You got him higher than I do.
You don't even have him in the top 15.
He's in my top 20.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So my number 15 was Luka Doncic. Luka
Okay.
Doncic. Now, why do you have?
I don't have Luka even in my top 15.
Okay. Well, why do you have Kyrie in the top 15?
He has a championship. He has a
Shout out
championship.
LeBron.
Well, shout out to Kyrie
Yeah, shout out Kyrie.
because he had a couple of game winners. Well, hey,
It was a big shot though. It's
it
a
was
great
one
shot.
more than LeBron did in that series. So
Okay.
yeah.
Game winner block too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. All right.
So
Who's your number? Okay.
number 14.
Well, let me
Oh.
let me say why I got my.
Oh, yes, right. Yeah, go ahead.
So I got Luca at number 15 because he's only been in the league like 5-6 years, and he's been All Star, All NBA. Like he's been at that top level, All NBA first team that many times. Like only a handful of players have more All NBA first team selections than him. He's been to an NBA Finals, and obviously it didn't go well. He still has some holes in his game that he has to fix, but I think over
Weight
the
too.
course of his career,
Weight too.
yes, that's one of the holes in his game.
Maybe it had a
That's
hole.
one of the
It would-
holes in his game. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He a hole in that
Just stay in
stomach.
shape.
All right.
Hey, Charles Barkley can do it. Luka Doncic can do it.
All
Right?
all
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Yeah. So he's still got some holes in his game that he has to fix before he ascends into that top level. I think the biggest one is defense, but he just gets a little bit better. He'll be a champion and he'll be in the top 10. Who's your number 14?
Gary Payton.
Yeah, I got him higher. Interesting.
Interesting.
All right, my number 14 is Bob Cousy. So why do you have Gary Payton at number 14?
Well, I got Gary Payton at number 14. He's been to the finals multiple times. I want to say he has one. I know he has one with Miami, but he's been there with Seattle, Miami, and with the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the starting point guard for all three. he won the best on two of those.
Mhm.
He was top two with the Seattle one, but he was and then he has multiple. He was an all defensive player multiple times. I can't remember, but I want to say he was defensive player of the year.
Yeah, he was.
Okay,
He's got
and
9 all defensive teams.
okay, yeah, and I mean that's part of the reason why they call him the
I was
glove,
about to say that.
the glove, and he's had multiple All Stars, but that's why he's at number 14.
All right, for me, I got Bob Cousy. Now, Bob Cousy, if you just look at his like accolades, he should be probably top 10. But I'm error taxing because segregation basketball don't count. Um, he's a 13-time All Star, 12-time All NBA. He has an MVP, 6 NBA championships. He's led the league in assists 8 times. So again, that is a top 10 deserving resume. But like he came into the league the first year that there was a black player. I think 3 black players got drafted, and no team until like his 8th or 9th season in the league had more than 4 black players until his team, the Boston Celtics, did it. So no, yeah.
So number 13,
Number 13, who you got?
Bob Cousy, and for everything you just
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
I'm not going to even repeat none of that
Yeah.
because you already spoke for me.
Yeah.
That's why when you said I had to laugh. That's funny.
All right, my number 13 is Russell Westbrook. So for me, Westbrook talent wise is top 10, but I I've always felt this about Westbrook. I can't trust him. And I know that he's going to play 100% the whole game. But when it comes down the stretch, he is going to make a bad decision. He just is. And again, he's a 9-time All Star, 9-time All NBA. He's an MVP. Averaged a triple double like 3 times, which is crazy. He's led the league in assists 3 times, led the league in scoring twice. Talent wise, how much respect I have for him is really high. I just he is him and my number 12 are the 2 greatest point guards that I don't think can be the best player on your championship team.
All right, so we're at number 12 now.
Number 12.
I have Walt Frazier.
Ooh,
Yeah, the
I got him
Knicks.
higher. A little bit higher.
Okay, the Knicks. I didn't look up how many All Stars and MVPs, whatever,
He's got 7 All-Stars.
7 All Stars,
Yeah.
but he does have a championship, and he
Two.
gets 2. That's right. Yeah, he do have 2 with the Knicks,
Mhm.
and so that's why I have Walt at number 12.
Shout out Walt Frazier.
Yes, sir. And he was the coolest point guard in his era, both on the court and off the court, because he brought style to the game. Fashion. He brought fashion to the game with the hats, the fro, um, the long coats, and all that stuff. I mean,
Looking like a pimp.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Back when
You can tell
back
he
when
had-
they was skiing.
yeah. You could tell he had bitches. Yeah.
This YouTube.
Oh,
It's all good.
my bad,
It's
my
all
bad.
good. I think we can get one off. All right.
Yeah.
My number 12 is John Stockton. John Stockton. I think John Stockton is the best point guard in NBA history that cannot be the best player on an NBA championship team. Played. He got 10 All Stars, 11 All NBAs, 5 All Defensive teams. Led the league in assists 9 times. Led the league in steals twice, and he's the all-time leader in both of those categories, and will not be caught in either of those categories. Shout out John Stockton. I believe him and I can't say that word, but him and PDF Malone. I don't respect him. Him and PDF Malone. I think they played 18 seasons together in Utah,
I believe so.
and they made the playoffs all 18 times, but they only made the finals twice, and both times they got ran out by Michael Jordan,
the greatest player of all time.
in his opinion. And they had an opportunity to win one of those, but Karl Malone can't hit free throws. Karl Malone is one of the least clutch players of all time. That also held back John Stockton. But looking at John Stockton's numbers, I was actually surprised that some of his playoff series, he averaged 30 points and 10 assists. He has some other ones where he averaged like 12 and 13 assists. But I think John Stockton is a more reliable player in clutch situations than Russell Westbrook. He's just a higher IQ guy. I do think that his game would translate in the modern era. I think he'd be a really good point guard. I don't think he'd be the best point guard. He wasn't the best point guard of his own time. But I think he would still be a really effective player. And yeah, I think he's the best point guard of all time that cannot be the best player on the championship team. Um, who is your next up?
What's it? Okay, so we're at number 11 now.
Number 11.
Russell Westbrook.
Okay, Russell Westbrook.
I have him at 11. Normally, he with his stat sheet, he would be higher in the top 10, but once again, he has trust issues when it comes to his game. And a couple of them years where he averaged a triple double, I felt like he was trying to pad his stats.
Hey, I think all great players pad their stats.
No, but his was much more obvious.
Hey, look, you don't want to hear what I gotta say about Will pad his stats. All right, go ahead, go ahead though.
But yeah, so I have Russell at number 11.
Okay.
He's if he ain't the most athletic, he's one of the most athletic point guards of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy can fly. I mean, he's still flying now at 36, 35.
He up there.
He's up there and can still get up there. So shout out to Russell Westbrook.
All right, my number 11, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's where I have him, just outside the top 10. This is one of the great guard seasons of all time. He's a 3-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA. This season, he was the MVP, champion, and Finals MVP, and the NBA scoring leader. I think he basically solidified himself as probably the greatest player in OKC history, not including Seattle. You notice I haven't said Gary Payton's name yet. So not including Seattle, but in Oklahoma City Thunder history, I think him delivering the championship, the team delivering the championship, and him being like, he had to show up every night. I think there was probably like, outside of the opening round series against Memphis, because he ain't had to take that serious, I think he only had 1 or 2 bad games against Denver and maybe 1 bad game against Indiana. He showed up every night, did his job. You knew he was going to drop 30 points and give you 6 assists. And yeah, shout out Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just outside of my top 10. So who's your number 10?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
A lot of our picks is just 1 or 2 off. Yep.
Yeah, everything you just said. But again, the man has both an MVP, a Finals MVP, and a championship, and that's why I have him in the top 10. And of course, I have to have him above Russell Westbrook because he is. I'm gonna say it. He's the best of that franchise.
Mm-hmm.
I'll include Seattle because I got him better than Gary Payton.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's the best.
Only reason I didn't put him in my top 10 is because everyone else here either was an all-star or was like was an MVP or was second in MVP voting.
Mm-hmm.
And they just have like a decade of doing it at that level. He just has 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so the championship, Westbrook has that over him too, but he has a championship on the same team, so I have to give it to him. My number 10 is somebody you said earlier, Walt Frazier.
Okay.
So Walt Frazier, 7-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA, 7-time All-Defense, 2-time champion. He was not Finals MVP, but look at the stats. I don't think Willis Reed won MVP on both of them, but on one of them he did. And Walt Frazier played more minutes, averaged like second most points on the team, led the team in assists, led the team in steals, like third in rebounds. And
so who's the MVP for that? Was it Earl Monroe?
No, one of them was Willis Reed. I don't know if the other one was like Walt Bellamy or
Okay.
it might have been Earl Monroe. Yeah, it's one of them. They had a super team. The 70s Knicks were a super team. But yeah, I felt like he could have won Finals MVP. Obviously, I wasn't alive to watch it, but just looking at the stats, looking at the minutes played, like he played the whole game and the whole series.
What year was that?
70s.
I want to say 71 one.
172.
Yeah. Well, I know one of them was 71, and I won't hear either, so don't feel bad. Yeah.
In fact, tell the people how when's your earliest basketball memory?
My earliest one actually was college basketball when I was 9 years old and I watched Isaiah Thomas beat beat the Tar Heels, and that's that's when I became an Isaiah Thomas fan. But I stayed a Tar Heels fan for college basketball.
Was that 82, 83?
No, that was 81, 82.
81, 82.
I was 9 years old. That was my earliest. And I've always, to this day, Isaiah Thomas is always going to be my favorite player of all time. Even though I could never play like him, I just love the fact that a little guy could control the game amongst all those giants. And I mean, everybody talk about, the handles with Kyrie and Allen Iverson and what have you, but before them, it was Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas, if he wanted to, could have averaged 30 a game. But I'll talk about more Isaiah because I got him very high in my top
Probably
50.
too high.
No.
My first basketball memory is the Lakers losing to the Pistons. That's my first moment, and then the Pistons losing to the Spurs. But that, and then also the Tar Heels. I think '05. Sean May and Sean May was my favorite college basketball player. So yeah, that's my earliest memories. Now we're on number 10, right? No, we said
no,
number 10.
we're number 9 now, right?
Yeah, because I said Walford. All right, who's your number 9?
Steve Nash.
Okay.
Steve Nash is my number 9. He has back-to-back MVPs, league MVPs, even though I feel like Shaq should have got one of those, but that's another story. But he got back-to-back MVPs, and he was just good for a long time. Let's see, I want to say he was like what, an 8-time All Star,
Mm-hmm.
8-time All Star. I can't remember how many All MVP.
7.
7. Okay, 7. Yeah, but he was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
He was a beast.
Now my number 9 is Gary Payton. So Gary Payton, 9-time All Star, 9-time All NBA, 9-time All Defense. Nicknamed the Glove for a reason. He's a Defensive Player of the Year. Also steals leader that same season, and he won a championship with the Miami Heat. The reason I got Gary Payton so high is because did the Sonics make it to 1 or 2 championships?
They made it
one.
to 1.
They made it to 1. Okay, so
Well, under Gary Payton.
yeah,
Under Gary
So
Payton.
yeah,
And they lost to the Bulls.
Yeah. So yeah, they took the Bulls 6 games. I think they were down 3-0, and then they won the next 2. But yeah, I mean, leading a team to the finals out the West in the '90s, that's a tough feat, and he did that. He was also, again, like Dad said, a starting point guard for the Lakers as well as the Miami Heat when they went to the finals and when the Heat won. And again, he's one of the greatest defenders of all time. In his prime, he was a capable scorer, and I think that had he been in the East or had he had I mean, Deadlift Shrimp was a great player. Don't get me wrong, but if he just had somebody a little bit better than him, might could have gotten one in his time there. Who's your number 8?
John Stockton.
Okay.
Leader in assists. Was one of the best point guards in his era. He was top 3 point guard in his era, only behind Magic and Isaiah. Um, also was on the Dream Team, even though another guard should have got there before him. But he represents relationships. And if you shake Jordan's hand, you will get on the team.
Politics.
Politics, yeah. But yeah, I have to put John Stockton up there at
Number 8.
8. Yeah, number 8. And he did it for what I want to say he did it for 20, 21 years, 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah, John Stockton was still playing when I was born, and he started in the '80s. So
Mhm.
yeah, shout out John Stockton. Now my number 8 is Steve Nash. Steve Nash, 8-time All Star, 7-time All NBA, 2-time MVP, led the league in assists 5 times. Um, the reason I have Steve Nash number 8, yeah, he never won a championship. He never made it to the NBA Finals, but I do believe that he could have made the finals. That series where Bruce Bowen hip checked him into the sideline and he broke his face, and then the fight started, and Amari Stoudemire ran off the bench and got suspended. I think the Phoenix Suns win that series if Amari Stoudemire doesn't get suspended. That's one of the big NBA what ifs, and that they would have played LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA Finals that year, and I think the Phoenix Suns are capable of beating those Cavaliers. So Steve Nash, he obviously didn't get one, but I think he could have had that suspension not happen. But yeah, that's why I think Steve Nash deserves to be in the top 10. Who is your number 7?
Chris Paul.
Mm,
I got Chris Paul number
that's
7,
my
12
guy.
time All Star, 11 All NBAs. I was shocked to find out that he also had 9
You were
defensive.
shocked.
I didn't realize he was that good at defense.
Clamps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like that.
he's at number 7 for me. Yeah.
So
Never won a title.
mhm.
His knack, my only beef, I ain't gonna say beef, but my only knock with him is that he could never stay healthy in the playoffs
Yeah,
when you needed him the most.
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I have to agree. No, my number 7 is Jason Kidd. Jason, and we probably have it exactly flipped because I have Chris Paul number 6.
Yep.
Yep. So
Yep.
we got it flipped. My number 7 is Jason Kidd, 10-time All Star, 6-time All NBA, 9-time All Defense, led the league in assists 5 times. He took the New Jersey Nets to the NBA Finals back-to-back years, and they didn't win. But you run into Shaq and Kobe, you run into Tim Duncan. What you gonna do? You feel me? His running mates were Richard Jefferson, Keith Van Horn, and Kenyon Martin. You feel me?
That's
Shout out to them. Huh?
So our top 7 are the same,
Just
just in
different
different
order.
order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be yeah.
So my number 6 is Jason Kidd. For everything you just said.
Yeah.
Plus, everywhere he went, the team got better. Um, and for me, he did win a championship with the Dallas Mavericks. He was probably 40 years old as a starting point guard, but nonetheless, he got him a championship.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he was able to take the New Jersey Nets to the finals twice, people don't realize how sorry the New Jersey Nets were as an organization before he got there. They sucked. I mean, the New Jersey Nets back then were probably the Sacramento Kings today.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad they were.
Mhm.
And actually, they were worse than that because they were awful longer than the Kings of today have been. But the fact that he was able to take, and this is a point guard who couldn't really shoot the basketball
They used to
consistently.
call him Asen Kid.
Exactly, because he had no J.
He developed it though.
Well, yeah, but
No, he did because he's on the all-time 3-pointers list. Yeah, he
okay,
developed it. But
yeah,
over time.
yeah, but
Yeah.
his shooting percentage
Mm-hmm.
left a lot to be desired. But other than that,
Controlled the game
you
just
you
by
talk
high IQ.
he was a 6'4" Magic Johnson. So he's number 6 for me.
Yeah, shout out Jason Kidd. Yeah, and again, my number 6 is Chris Paul. Like Dad said, the injuries, man. I really feel like if he don't get hurt against OKC, the Rockets make an NBA Finals, and I think they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, they were the closest team to beating Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, and Chris Paul blowing his hamstring ruined that. But yeah, shout out Chris Paul. He's my number 6. He's my favorite player. Who's your number 5?
My number 5 is Jerry West.
Mm.
The logo.
Mm.
Mr. Clutch. He's been to the NBA Finals multiple times. Was one of the few people, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he's the only one, but I know he is one to have an MVP, a Finals MVP, and this team didn't win.
I think he is the only one.
He might be the only one, but I
Should
know.
have been LeBron too. But yeah.
Okay.
When Andre Iguodala was better than LeBron?
Huh?
Andre Iguodala was better than LeBron in 2014? 2015? No. Thank you.
Who
Thank
won,
you.
though? It's only one.
Dad, that's the point.
Who won?
You're using Jerry West didn't win. That's the point. What are we talking about? All right, go ahead. Shout out Jerry
I'm
West.
not going to even say Jerry West should have got the MVP, but because I don't believe an MVP should be on a losing team. That's just me. If you were
that overwhelmingly good as an individual player in the series, which Jerry West was? Shout out Jerry West.
Well, I know the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan. You never had to worry about that because when he got his,
never played a team better than him. Yeah, facts. He always had the best team in the league. Yeah,
because he's the best.
No, because the CBA, the team just ran it back.
Okay,
the team just ran it back.
Anyway.
Yeah,
he was the best. He didn't have to.
They wasn't making trades. They wasn't making free agency signings.
When you think like a dog and play like a dog, you get doggish.
That was terrible.
And that's what Michael Jordan
that was. Terrible.
Doggish.
That was terrible.
That was terrible.
All right, let's go back to Jerry West.
All right, so
talking about
like I said, Jerry West. Like I said, with him, he got to the finals multiple times. He only won one, unfortunately.
He made it 9 times, 1 in 8.
Yeah, that's bad.
But who do you run into?
The Celtics mostly.
Yeah, you're right.
But he had help too, though. So there's no excuse.
He showed up.
It was
never his fault.
Yes, but you had Elgin Baylor. You had Will Chamberlain.
He won the one with 1-1 with Will.
Yeah, he's 1-1 with Will.
Yeah.
But he had help. So, and wasn't there Gus Johnson also?
Yeah, they probably had another Hall of
Fame. There was
multiple people.
Yeah, so there's no excuse for that. He should have won more than what he won.
He showed up and did what he was.
But it is a reason why he is the logo because the boy was bad. So, shout out Jerry West.
Shout out Jerry West. My number 5 is Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas, 12-time All-Star. Look how dramatic he is. 12-time All-Star, 1-time All-NBA.
You are so disrespectful. Number 5?
Let me explain why. Dramatic.
I'm not doing dramatic. That's just being disrespectful. I should have brought my belt with me, boy.
He's talking about disrespectful. All right, let's go. Isaiah Thomas is my number 5. He's a 12-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, 2-time champion, 1-time Finals MVP, and he's led the league in assists 1 time. One of the greatest players of the 80s and early 90s. Beat Michael Jordan back-to-back. Shout out Isaiah Thomas. He would be higher if his peak lasted longer. His peak was shorter than everyone else that I have above him. And that's why. He was the best player on a championship team. So that I think he clearly deserves to be in the top 5 because of that. My top 5 outside of SGA at number 11, and I also have Chauncey Billups outside of my top 15. They're the only point guards to be the best player on the championship team. And so, shout out Isaiah Thomas. It's my number 5. Who's your number 4?
My number 4 is Oscar Robertson.
Same.
Okay. I have Oscar because he was the first to lead the league in triple doubles.
Mm-hmm.
He won a championship with Lou Alcindor, who later became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And I mean, he was the first big point guard before Magic because he was 6'5", playing the point, and you couldn't guard him. And he could also play defense. So shout out to Oscar Robertson.
Yeah, Oscar Robertson, 12-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA, MVP, 6-time led the league in assists. Only reason that, in fact, I take that back. Isaiah was the best player on the championship team. I guess you could argue that Kareem or Lou Alcindor was better than Oscar. Oscar putting up crazy numbers, so it's a debate. You could say whoever. Um, Oscar Robertson's also one of the most influential players in NBA history because he had to sue the NBA to create free agency because he was in NBA purgatory, NBA hell. I want to say it was something Kings, something Kings. Who did he play for?
No, he played for the Milwaukee Bucks.
No, before that, it was like hold on, let me Google it.
Yeah.
He played like or they I think the Bucks were called something else at first or something.
I
Or the
have to
Braves or something.
I have to look it up.
Let me see. Cincinnati Royals.
Okay.
The Cincinnati Royals,
That's right.
and they were trash, and he just couldn't get any help, and he had to sue the NBA to just create the concept of free agency, and it wouldn't be the free agency that we know of until 1996, when Shaq left Orlando for the Lakers, but yeah, like the first concept of free agency is because of Oscar Robertson, and you know what they say, great players change the league.
All right. Well, and number 3, I have Steph Curry. Um,
Disrespectful. How do you number 3? Number now you know who his number 2 is. Oh, I told you it's gonna be too high. All right, go ahead, Doug. Go ahead.
I have Steph Curry. He has 4 championships.
Hold on, let me make sure this still recording. Oh yeah, we are. Okay.
Yeah. I have him at number 3. He has 4 championships. The greatest shooter of all time. Um, I even though he's a point guard in size, I still see him more as a combo guard. Um, but he is the greatest shooter of all time. Um, and at one point, he was the best player on his team when he won um, 2 of those championships. So I have him at number 3. And he changed the game because with his shooting, I mean, to shoot off the dribble the way he did, I mean, it's crazy. Um, so shout out to Steph Curry.
Yeah, my number 3 is Jerry West, 14-time All-Star, 12-time All-NBA, 5-time All-Defense, an NBA champion, and Finals MVP. That Finals MVP, like Dad said, coming in a championship he did not win. That is how great of a player he was. That is how great of a player he was. He also led the league in scoring one time and assists one time. Again, he would have won multiple championships had he, not ran into the Boston Celtics, who had Bill Russell, Havlicek, and Sam Jones, Casey Jones, an X amount of Hall of Fame, like 5, 6, 7 Hall of Famers. Um, when we do the centers video, Wilt Chamberlain is going to be for the same reason. Even though he had 2 or 3 Hall of Fame teammates, he didn't have 5. You dig? So, yeah, shout out Jerry West, the logo. Yeah, and so I guess we know who his number 2 is.
The second greatest point guard of all time, Isaiah Thomas.
Great player. Great.
Isaiah Thomas has 2 championships, but he got there 3 times. He's the only player in NBA history who can say he beat both Magic, Larry Bird, and Michael Jordan in their prime.
You know who else can say that? Joe Dumars. You know who else can say that? John Sally.
But
Isaiah
Thomas,
it's a team effort.
But Isaiah Thomas was the best player on his team, number 1. And number 2, we're talking about point guard.
Except when Joe Dumars was.
But we're talking about point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
we're talking about
it's a team effort.
It is a team. And you know what?
A lot of team.
Isaiah Thomas sacrificed a lot of his game for the betterment of his team.
Did he, or just did he get hurt?
No, he sacrificed a lot of his game. Because he easily could have averaged 30 and 10 assists, but when you have players like Dumars,
he had to take like 10 more shots a game.
No, when you have Lambeer and Sally and Brodman, when you have Aguirre and Adrian
Notice
Dantley.
3 of the players he named aren't scorers. John Sally and Dennis Rodman do not get 2 of them. They do not get buckets.
Yeah, but they play defense.
Yeah, but you naming them like he got to share the rock.
Well, anyway,
Because he making excuses.
the point I'm making is he passed the ball, and he was willing to sacrifice his game for the betterment of the team. He should have been on the first dream team, but politics, Michael Jordan, excuse me, kept him off the team, and that's all I need to say on that.
I personally just, he took 19 shots a game in 1983. First off, I am critiquing Isaiah Thomas. I just think he has him a little too high. I love Isaiah Thomas. I'm a Pistons fan. I'm a fan because of him. But I love Isaiah Thomas. I think he has him a little too high. I don't think he could have ever averaged 30 points a game. I think he could have averaged 25. You feel me? In his highest scoring season, he took 19 shots a game, and he averaged 23 points. So, and he shot what percentage did he shoot that season, Dad? Take a guess. It's a pretty good percentage.
I say 45%.
Even better, 47. Now,
I was
this
gonna
is
say
his
46.
this is his second year in the league. So let's bump that up to 50%. For
I
him,
wanna
for
say
him to
against-
score 7 more points, and he's you're taking mostly 2s. We'll say one of those is a free throw. We'll say 1 point's free throw. That's making 3 more shots a game. So that's taking 6 more shots if you're shooting 50%. So that means he had to shoot 25 shots a game.
You're saying he couldn't average 30 a game?
And mind you, this is not an indictment on him as a player. This is the 1980s. Only person averaging 30 points a game under 7 feet tall was Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan was taking 25 shots and 12, 13, 14 free throws.
I watched this man score 25 points on one leg in the finals. Yes, they lost the
And
game.
he did that in one game. Yes.
Okay. I also watched him score, if I'm not mistaken, he scored 13 points in a minute and 30 seconds against the Denver.
Amazing.
I don't see none of them point guards that you named.
But he can't do that for 82 games.
But
82 games. He has great individual moments. Yes, averaging 30 when his highest scoring season is 23. His highest scoring season is 23.
He's been a champion everywhere he went, high school, college, and in the pros.
That means nothing to me.
Okay.
You know who else was a champion everywhere he went? Patrick McCaw. You know who Patrick McCaw is?
No.
Exactly. So it means nothing. Now, I love Isaiah Thomas. Again, I'm just saying.
He was the leader.
He told y'all Isaiah Thomas is his favorite player of all time. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's the bias. That's the bias.
It's not
And
the bias,
you saw his reaction when I put Isaiah Thomas at 5. You saw his
Oh,
reaction.
Jerry West.
Mind you, Jerry West and Oscar Robertson, their resumes are a little bit better. I'm
So
sorry.
you gonna tell me if you were picking a team, you would put them at the point over Isaiah Thomas?
Talent was the least important aspect of all of this. If I was picking off talent, Kyrie Irving would be in my top 10.
He's not better than Isaiah Thomas, son. I failed you. I'm sorry.
Did I say Kyrie
feel
was?
like I failed you,
See,
son.
look, and I'm glad we're recording this because did I say Kyrie Irving was better than Isaiah Thomas? No,
You
I
said
did not.
talent, though.
I didn't even say that. I said Kyrie Irving would be in my top 10. I didn't say he'd be higher than Isaiah Thomas. I didn't say that.
All right,
You
I
see
just
that?
wanna make
Yeah.
sure.
No, look at that. You see, this is what he does.
No,
This is what he does. Okay. This is why we record these now.
You
Okay.
know what? Next
But
time,
like I said,
next
look,
session, I'm
all
bringing
I'm
my
saying-
belt.
Yeah. See what happened. All right. So let me see. You're on number 3, right? I said.
No.
So you're on number 2 now.
No, we're on number 1.
No, I didn't say.
I had Isaiah.
Okay, so I'm on my number 1. I mean, my number 2 then. My number 2 is Steph Curry. Steph Curry, 11-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA, 2-time MVP, 4-time champion, 1-time Finals MVP. He should have 2. Andre Iguodala did not deserve that Finals MVP. He got it for defending a man that averaged a 30-point triple-double. So it either should have gone to Steph, who was the best player on the team, or just give it to LeBron. Steph should have won it. Steph has also led the league in scoring twice, and he's led the league in steals. The reason I have Steph Curry over Isaiah Thomas is because he's an MVP player. There's only a handful of players that have been the best player on the championship team and been a league MVP. And Steph Curry is one of them. He has a sustained level of dominance. He changed the game. He's the greatest shooter of all time. Shout out Steph Curry. And every year that he's healthy, the team has a chance to win, even at his older age. So shout out him. Who's your number one? We have the same number one.
Yes, Magic Johnson.
Of course.
I mean, it's obvious.
Yeah, that was too easy.
6'9" point guard.
Mhm.
Led the league in assists almost every year he was in the league. Dream teamer. Won 5 championships. I want to say it was a 12-time. No,
Mhm.
12-time All-Star.
Mhm.
Um, 12 All NBAs. 10 All NBAs. His rookie year in the finals, he played damn near all 5 positions, but he started at center
In the game.
in the game.
In a game, yes.
In
The
the
most
game.
important game.
The most important.
Just not. I just want to make sure that they know it's not the full series. Just to be clear.
Okay.
We have the same number one, by the way.
He's the greatest point guard of all time.
Yeah.
Upset. Go ahead.
Yeah, Magic Johnson. I think the only things that you didn't say: 3-time MVP, 3-time Finals MVP out of those 5 championships. Led the league in steals twice. He led the league in assists 4 times. And I mean, the health situation. I don't know if we can say the actual name. I don't know the health situation that ended his career early.
I question if he even got that.
He got money. That's what he got. He got money.
He got financial
He got
aids.
money.
He dang sure got
Yeah.
financial aid.
Yeah, he got financial aids. But for real, that situation cut a good 6-7 years off his career.
Yep.
He could have played into the late '90s and competed for a championship. I mean,
He could have
let's
moved.
say
If anything, as he got older, he probably would have moved from point guard to point forward.
I mean, yeah,
He could have been.
sure.
He could have, just to prolong his career.
But even besides that, let's say Magic Johnson plays another. When did he retire? 92, 3,
91.
91.
Yeah.
Let's say Magic Johnson plays another 7, 8 seasons. Shaq comes in '96. Yeah, I think Shaq still leaves Orlando and wants to come to LA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Shaq and Magic Johnson. Kobe doesn't get to the league till '96.
Mm-hmm.
Do they make that trade? I don't know. I hope they do. But yeah, let's say they trade Vlade Divac still, and let's say in this magical world, Kobe gets to develop under Magic for 2 years. Because he was gonna sit the bench anyway. I think he sat the bench under Eddie Jones and Nick Van Exel anyway. So
The first 2 or 3 years he did.
So assuming that he still sits the bench the first 2 years, instead of Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones, it's Magic Johnson. Oh man. Maybe they might win the championship. Maybe that extends Magic's career another year when Kobe comes to his own and they say, you know what, we gonna beat the Spurs in '99. You know what I mean? Maybe they win the lockout championship.
It's
Maybe.
possible.
Maybe.
It's possible.
But yeah, that's our top 15.
The only difference in our top 15 that I see is I had Kyrie in the top 15 and you didn't. Who did you have that I didn't have?
I had Luka.
You had Luka. So everybody else we had in the top 15. We just had them in
different order.
and we just had it in different order.
Mm-hmm. Did you have?
So I didn't completely fail you.
Did you have anybody outside of your top 15 you wanted to shout out?
Not really. I mean, these were I felt like these were the 15 best. I can't think of anybody. Maybe Luka. Eventually, like Luka might take he might take somebody's spot. Eventually. Depending on if he wins a championship or not. But it depends on how many championships. Because if he just win one, the only person's spot I could see him taking would be between Kyrie and Gary Payton on my list. 'Cause everybody else I'm keeping.
Yeah,
But
see, for me, like, I mean, I got players that didn't win the championship in my top 10. I got what,
mm-hmm.
one, two. I
I
got
think
I
I
got
got
two. I got two that didn't win the championship in my top 10.
I have 1, 2,
For me, it's Chris
3,
Paul and Steve Nash.
4. You only have 4.
In my top 15, I have four. I have four. No, I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, the only people
Yeah,
that
I have four in my top 15,
yeah,
but I
because
have two
Russell
in my top 10 that didn't win a championship. So
I
I
have
don't. Yeah, I don't really. I think Luca is already at the level where he can be the best player on the
yeah.
championship team. He just has to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, if he just plays at this level a couple more years, I'm perfectly fine putting him at 12. I got Stockton at 12, so I'm perfectly fine if he has another 5 years of what he's already doing and he just doesn't win a chip. I'm cool putting him over Bob Cousy, Westbrook, and John
I
Stockton.
I just realized that I got 3 players back to back to back that didn't win a championship in my top 10 at 7, 8, and 9, and that's
Who?
Chris Paul, John Stockton, and Steve Nash.
Oh yeah.
And then the only one outside of the top 10 is Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
Yeah, but everybody else got championships.
See, for me, I have Jason Kidd, Nash, and Peyton 7, 8, and 9.
Mm-hmm.
And only like for me, their championships just don't mean like obviously a championship means something, but they weren't the driving force or the best player on the championship team. So it doesn't
Who was
really
it?
Jason Kidd or Gary Payton.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They
Okay,
weren't
yeah.
they weren't like the best or second best player on the team.
Mm.
So for me, it's like okay, you were a role player, you were on the team, you contributed, but like I don't care. You know what I mean? Like like if Gary Payton beat Michael Jordan, oh crazy. If if Jason Kidd beat Shaq and Kobe, that would give more credit to it. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, for me, the championship for their careers is a footnote. But yeah, I did want to give a shout out to Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups is my
Yeah.
number 16. I did top 20. Kyrie Irving was my 19. Kyrie Irving was my 19.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Damian Lillard over Kyrie Irving. I've always thought Damian Lillard was just better than Kyrie, and if they switch places, if Damian Lillard, if LeBron James played with Damian Lillard, I think Damian Lillard has a championship as well.
Well,
But I don't know. I love Kyrie Irving. He has to be the second best player on your team if you're gonna make a playoff run. I think Damian Lillard got screwed over by Portland. His best running mate was C.J. McCollum, C.J. McCollum's a great player, never was an All-Star. Who was his third best player? Al Farouk Aminu. Do you know who Al Farouk Aminu is? That
I can't even pronounce that.
exactly.
So I'm not gonna
Al
even try
Farouk
to
Aminu
pretend. No.
was his second. Was his third best player. Enes Kanter. He won't run it with nobody. Dame Lillard was averaging 30, dropping 50 pieces, hitting game winners just to get bounced in the second round of the playoffs every year, and it wasn't his fault in my opinion.
I will give one shout out to Anthony Hardaway.
Shout out Penny Hardaway.
Yeah. I don't even know if he's gonna make the Hall of Fame, but
Probably
I hope he do one day, because
all vibes he should.
yeah, because had his career not gotten cut short because of injuries, um, he would be he would definitely be in the top 10, possibly top 5 when it was all said and done, depending on um, if he didn't get injured early in his career. He's been to the finals. Um, he was an athletic Magic Johnson. If there was a basketball player that was a perfect blend of both Magic and Michael Jordan,
It's LeBron James.
it's Penny Hardaway. Um, um, LeBron James is more of a blend of Karl Malone and Magic Johnson. There's nothing Michael Jordan about LeBron James.
He
Nothing Michael
tripping.
Jordan
You're
about.
tripping.
There's nothing.
Tripping.
One, Michael Jordan is a cold killer. I see no killer in LeBron
He ain't
James.
watched second stint Cleveland LeBron. He ain't watched 2013 LeBron. You ain't watched 2012 LeBron?
Oh,
Terrorizing the league. Terrorizing the league.
yeah, I see
He ain't
flop.
watched 2020 LeBron?
I see flop.
Michael Jordan flop.
I ain't never seen Michael flop.
Then you ain't watched Chicago Bulls games. In fact, you know what? I'm glad he said this because there's gonna be a clip. I'm gonna put clips over this video of Michael Jordan flopping, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, I never seen this before." You know what? I love the older generations talking about flopping like they never did. Like Reggie Miller didn't make a whole career flopping. Like Dennis Rodman wasn't a pest. Dennis Rodman was such a pest. He was flopping. Isaiah Thomas. I was watching some 80s highlights and Isaiah Thomas was flopping. But guess what? I respect flopping because I think
those guys let the player touch them.
I think manipulating referees is high IQ basketball.
LeBron
I respect flopping.
doesn't even let you touch him.
I grew up watching Kobe Bryant flop.
Fuck damn.
I grew up watching Kobe Bryant flop, Dwayne Wade flop. I grew up watching Steve Nash flop. I respect flopping. I think manipulating a referee and making them. Michael Jordan used to slap himself in the arm and yell, and he would get fouled.
He was in the air when he did.
Magic Johnson used to say, "Oh no, you can't touch Michael." They used to joke about that. You can't deny that. Do you want to talking about flopping? Every great player flops, and we have the game film to prove it. Just because older people haven't watched the 80s, 90s games since the 80s and 90s, it's on YouTube. On YouTube.
This man built like Goliath and falls like a feather. I don't.
Mind you, LeBron's led the league in drives to the basket so much. Led the league in and one so much. You see how hyper he acting like LeBron is Joel Embiid.
I didn't say he was.
I say you acting like he is. Talking about falls like a feather.
Oh my God.
I've seen LeBron James average a 35-point triple-double in the final. I've seen LeBron James lead both teams. I've seen him lead both teams in all stats. Has Michael Jordan
on steroids? Because if you ever find out that man was on, because that man's been on steroids, you can't tell me.
You know, you can't tell me he wasn't on steroids, Michael Jordan. You know why? Was the NBA testing? I want you to look it up. Was the NBA audience look it up? When did the NBA start testing for steroids?
I've seen Michael.
When did the NBA start?
And I'm not saying LeBron don't.
We've seen LeBron work out way more than Michael Jordan.
Exactly, Michael Jordan.
We have actual film. We have film of LeBron working out. You've seen one clip of Michael Jordan doing shoulder presses. Michael Jordan lost his hair in one offseason. Michael Jordan got all those muscles. He ain't shaved. Nah, he had patches. Talking about shaving cream.
No, it's called,
Michael Jordan.
It's called shaving cream.
Michael Jordan got yellow eyes. Why Michael Jordan got yellow eyes? Jaundice.
Smoking.
He
smokes cigars, son.
Jaundice.
That's what happens when you smoke cigars.
Jaundice. A lot of people smoke all kinds of stuff all the time.
Look at the deacons at your church. They smoke cigars. All of them got yellow eyes.
Those is your cousins.
Oh, hey, I'm
calling it
like I see it.
We only got one. We ain't gonna say his name. We only got one. You know who we talking about. We talking about the same person.
Yeah, but you can say you go to film.
There are 5 other ones who got regular eyes.
Yeah, well, the other yellow eyed ones are dead now, but there used to be a bunch of yellow eyed.
Hey, look, jaundice.
Yellow eyed
is a side effect of steroids. That's
no, but it's also a side effect of smoking a bunch of cigars.
All I'm saying is there's a lot of supersized guys in the league back in the day, and they was not drug tested. Who was
supersized, son? And back in the day,
David Robinson.
The man was not supersized. He was cut. He was lean.
Steroids.
Okay, I guess we're gonna go with what's your boy's name? Oh my God, I got a brain fart now. Dwight Howard.
This current NBA, they drug test you 4 times a season, Dad. So we would know if Dwight Howard was on steroids. We would have known.
Dwight Howard and David Robinson got the same bill, son.
Dwight Howard would have got popped for steroids if he was on steroids. They don't even give you a chance. No. This is what's crazy.
On steroids, son.
You know what? I'm not even saying he was. I'm saying that they were not tested. And
all I know is
that's all I'm saying.
That's
all I'm saying. They were not being tested back in the day.
Didn't one of LeBron's trainers say he was on steroids?
No.
Somebody accused that man of being on steroids.
He did get accused.
Okay. I ain't never seen nobody.
Accusations ain't proof. And guess what? That accusation got investigated by the FBI. And guess what? The FBI cleared.
Like I'm gonna believe the FBI.
The FBI
They're the same
cleared
ones that killed Martin Luther King.
that was the CIA.
Both of them did.
That was the CIA.
Both of them.
The
They
FBI,
both did.
the
They
FBI,
conspired.
the FBI has no reason to support a black man. Yeah.
Whatever.
You got anything else you want to add?
No, I don't.
All right, well, that was episode 1 of Hoops Disputes. That was our top 15 point guards of all time. Catch us on the next episode when we do shooting guards. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, you feel me? And have a blessed one. Thank you for watching.